Welcome back. In this video we're going to head to the Grim Forge. So we're going to move our main character to the Underdark Beach and head over to the boat. So this Underdark Druigar boat. And an oddity of hopping on the boat is that it's going to break concentration on any spells that you might have. So we're just going to sail across with our main character. We're not going to have anybody else come along with. And it doesn't matter if we're looking like we're in disguise or not. There's no checks to get through here. Because we did the quest where we turned the boots in to get coal, we know what to say and what to do. So we'll hop on the boat.
A vessel wobbles on the lake's murky waters.
And we'll choose sail into the darkness.
Tiefling? What are you doing on Gek's raft? Where's Gek? Who are you?
We're going to go with option one. We've got the boots.
Well, I'll be. You got them? The sergeant's been whining non-stop. What about Gek? Where's he at?
I think that saying that the Myconauts saw to killing him is the funniest thing that we can say here.
Come on. Let's get you to shore. You're the one telling the sergeant what happened. The rest of you, keep patrolling. I'll be heading back with this one.
You continue forward in silence until the lights of a camp twinkle through the murk.
By foregoing the battle on the boat, we do lose one magical item, but it's not a particularly good one. That's a statue of Shar.
Well, I'll be plowed sideways. We've got a welcoming party.
You shithead! Time you showed up, we got trouble.
Spit it out! Sergeant finally choked on True Soul Near's prick.
Rugno! The twat soul caused a rockfall, trapped tighter than a ring on a fat finger.
You're shitting me. You pay up?
That's the trouble. He's got the gold on him. Sergeant's arm is falling off with all the gnome slaves she's been beating. Who's the hoon, Greyman? Another slave for the dig?
And we'll go ahead and say that we've got the sergeant's boots.
Aye. She speaks true. Found the hoon sailing Gek's skiff.
That's so.
You feel the slightest of stirrings in your head. The Duergar is not infected, yet your minds resonate.
I'll be. You're one of them cult freaks. Felt the tingle. Your twat-soul chum owes us a load of coin. You want through? Make a donation.
And we'll say that I'll take your head before you take my gold.
Unclog your hole. Just shitting around. But I'm warning you, that twat soul ain't settled up soon. There'll be hell to pay for the lot of you cult buggers.
And we'll leave. Now, all of that goes to tell us that there's a contention here between the cultists and the deep dwarves that are working here. So we could foment a rebellion or something like that. But what we're going to do right now is head to the Ancient Forge directly, and we'll take care of the lava elemental and the Grimforge itself before we move into dealing with the dwarves in Nier. So we'll jump across this gap
Something good here.
and loot this chest.
I hope.
Climb up this area. Now, throughout the Grimforge are several molds that you can use in the forge itself. And you can choose which items that you'd like. So, for instance, here's one for the scimitar. We're not going to use the scimitar, so we won't pick it up. I'll be making the heavy armor suit and the medium armor suit. So we're going to cast Featherfall and jump down into the forge area, and right where we land is where we find the heavy suit of armor mold.
Steel mold. Used in forges to cast armor and weapons.
And we'll head up the stairs. And grab the contents of that chest. And we'll grab the waypoint. Now, we're going to need 3 people for this particular fight. And we're going to use Lae'zel, Astarion, and the main character. So we'll grab Shadowheart and head to the Selûnite outpost.
Do you think your kin search for you, Blazer?
I know they do.
We'll take Lae'zel and head to the Ancient Forge. And Astarion. And head to the Ancient Forge. So right in front of us, we've got an area that we want to get past that's got some animated armors standing here on guard. And we remember from when we did the Mage Tower that the animated armors will deactivate in the presence of saucer blooms.
But give me so much as a hungry look, and I'll drive
So
a stick
we're going to have Astarion or Lae'zel cast Featherfall.
I do so very like spicy food.
Astarion's going to cast Enhanced Sleep on himself. And then he's going to crouch down and jump onto this platform. And he's going to sneak up behind these guys.
action.
And we're going to do the same thing with Lae'zel. So we'll cast Enhanced Sleep,
Onward.
come over, crouch down, make sure that you can see that they're hidden, and jump up.
Shouldn't linger.
And we'll come back over as well. We'll switch back to Astarion, and we're going to sneak right behind these two. And mind that you don't step into the red area. It seems to want to path that direction. Okay, and now we'll switch to Shadowheart, who's going to pick up the saucer blooms that we left on the ground here. So opening your inventory, we will split the stack, grab one of them, and we're going to send it to Astarion. We'll split the stack, grab one of them, we'll send it to Lae'zel. And we'll send another one to Alfira. Now let's take a look. Astarion is standing next to an animated armor. It shows as incapacitated. Let's take a look at Lae'zel. Is too far away. So now she's in range and both of these are incapacitated. So we're going to grab our main character. This set of jumps doesn't need enhanced leap. We'll just walk over, jump the gap, and then we're just going to jump right in front of this one. Alright, so that's going to start combat, but all of our opponents are incapacitated, so no one can attack us back. And we can then go ahead and attack with Lae'zel. And with Astarion. If you wanted to level up before this, you certainly could.
Survival is all that matters. Time to strike.
So the animated armors are helpless because we've got the Sussur Blossoms.
Have some carnage.
I am fury. I am death.
So this is just a exercise in how many rounds does it take us to knock them down. There's no risk associated at all.
I will ascend. I will ascend.
Let's spill some blood.
They do have a pretty high armor class, which makes sense. They're made of armor, I guess.
Time to strike.
We can head back.
Supporting me.
We can see here the medium armor mold. We're going to want that.
This feels good. With pleasure.
Victory awaits.
There's blood in the air.
Alright, and that's that. So we'll grab our armor mold and send the Sussur flowers back to Shadowheart. And she'll just drop those on the ground.
People do this all day.
Now, in order to get the forge to work, we're going to need mithril. There are 2 ore veins for mithril in this dungeon. The first is here. And there's a buried item over here as well. So you can see this just works, and it's got a pretty large area, so if you know where there are treasure chests buried, you can always get them. You don't need any of that. So I will go ahead and regroup the party and move to the Ancient Forge. That's just for convenience to get everybody back to where they need to be. So we're going to have everyone toggle group hide, and we'll have Lizelle summon a mage hand, and then we'll break group. This mage hand works great if it's not invisible for causing surprise attacks to reveal themselves, which is what we're going to do here. We're going to cause the imps that will surprise us to pop out. All right, now that we know that they're there, we'll have Asterion come in and take them out with ranged weapons. They have a habit of casting heat metal, and Asterion's also not wearing heavy armor or using metal, so he's a good character to have do this work. I'm going to hit the tilde button on the keyboard to highlight the opponents so I can see them a little easier.
Spill some blood.
All right, there we go. We're in combat now. So we're going to duck,
Leave no trace.
and just in case these guys come flying up to see us, we're going to back away. And they've decided not to. And we didn't have a shot, not enough movement. So we'll let that tick by.
To the death. Let's have a little fun. They won't know what bit them.
And that's it. So that particular ambush is over, and we'll have Asterion come down and get the next piece of mithril. We get some experience just for entering the area. Mind that you don't step over the fire that these things leave when they die. Here's the mithril vein that we're going for. These are immune to slashing damage, but not immune to piercing or bludgeoning. So you can break them with a hammer or with a bow, but you cannot slash them with a sword. And there'll be a bunch of scrolls. You can grab whichever ones you want. Now, for the next battle, we're going to want Gale in the party. So we're going to swap out Lizelle for Gale. But we'll leave Asterion here crouched. And we'll take care of the Lava Elemental and the Forge Guardian in the next video. See you there.